Hey guys, and welcome to Magic the Gathering 101. I'm going to record this video to capture a few things. Like most of my videos, it's going to have an educational element, but one of the things it's going to focus on is, number one, the transition from what we call kitchen table magic to tournament, or what we call sanctioned magic. Sorry, I'm getting some Steam messages. And that's the big part. Is explaining what there is in sanctioned magic, what there is in competitive magic, and what you need to be aware of. And there'll be a couple of other comments and things as I go through, and I'll try to do it kind of, rambly and very much in the style of X Poo X. So here we go. It'll be melded in with Magic Online because I don't really have a good camera, and I can't really go to my store and do all this stuff. Mostly because, well, there's a lot of reasons. Most of them I think I will catch. So the first thing I'm going to go to is I'm going to go to my collection. Now, I will try to explain. Okay, first thing I'm going to explain. There are two big categories in what I would call competitive magic right now. So you can walk out. Man, I love Innistrad. You can walk out right now, this second, go to any Magic store or Magic Online and play these two formats at will if you have a lot of money. So there's Constructed, and Constructed, you build a deck out of your collection, you build a deck of cards, and take that deck of cards and... Hold on, see if I got any new... Ooh, I got a special edition Old Drifter. I know, Withered Witch, I've never seen that before. Oh, and a Blue Boo, cool. Some new foil land, I'm sure. Oh, I got a full art Plains. Sweet. I wonder how much those... I bet you that's worth something. A couple of tickets anyway. These you get, these cards are like it's a player's award system. The more you play online, they kind of throw cards at you, and it's like, hey, look, you won a tournament. Here's a Priest of Titania, or a Capsize, or a Doomblade. And Doomblade's like the ugliest thing in the world. And these full art guys are really nice. A lot of people like to run them, and sometimes you luck out, sometimes you don't. Okay, so Constructed, Limited. Okay, first, Constructed is cards. You take cards from your collection, and you create a deck, and you play them. Now, as most of you who are switched on to Magic are probably wondering, you're thinking, can I use cards from any set? And there is, I would say, in my opinion, there's three relevant formats that every new Magic player who's trying to get into Magic and play should know about. Alright, so the first format is what we call Standard, and Standard is basically what Wizards says. It's constructed format. You build a deck in advance using cards from your collection, which I already said, and the cards that are legal hold on, sorry, I'm really bad at reading. It uses the newest sets the game has to offer, the current block, the block that was released in the previous October, and the new core set. So I'll try to clarify that and to make that make more sense. So we have, in Magic, we have what are called blocks. Okay, the blocks consist of 3 sets. Now, I'm not sure if they're ever going to change that, but for right now they consist of 3 sets, and well, they're not selling Zendikar anymore, I guess, on Magic Online. So this block is called the Mirrodin block. It's returned to Mirrodin. There has been a previous Mirrodin block. That is to say, we've been to the realm of Mirrodin once already. So the Mirrodin block is made of Scars of Mirrodin, Mirrodin Besieged, and New Phyrexia. This block here, these 3 sets, okay, are rotating out of Standard in October. They'll no longer be in Standard, so you will no longer be able to play with these. But current Standard environment represents this block and what we call the Innistrad block, which is Innistrad, Dark Ascension, Avacyn, Restored. Each of these is a set with a flavor, a specific amount of cards in it, and certain things like keywords and things like that. And then we have what's called the core set. This year's core set is called 2013 for obvious reasons. I'm not going to cover that. So that's Standard. Standard, you take the Scars of Mirrodin block and the Innistrad block, and you can take any cards from these 6 sets plus this 7th set. Okay, so you have seven sets to draw from. You make a deck, pretty much any color you want with any cards you want from those 3 sets, and you play it. So there are different kinds of decks in this block that are in this particular Standard environment that are popular. I'm not going to cover the decks that are popular because I don't play Standard, and you'll find I'll say that a lot for the constructed formats. So that's Standard. Some people love it, some people swear by it. It's always quote unquote always new, always fresh, always interesting. The next constructed format, remember these are constructed formats, meaning you build your deck. The next constructed format is what we call Modern, and Modern has a pretty substantive ban list. It's pretty substantial what you can play in Modern, or what you can't play. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 29. There's 29 banned cards in Modern. All of these are available on the Wizards of the Coast website because Fraps, I have to set up Aero Desktop and it kind of fucks with it. I can't actually show you guys what I'm looking at here, but some of the cards include cards like Stoneforge Mystic, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Golgari Grave Troll, Cloud Post, Wild Nacatl, power cards. Cards generally speaking which are not good for the format, but the most important part about Modern is, let's see if I have, this is the classic Magic the Gathering border. This is what you get when you get cards up to Kamigawa, I believe. Yeah, you could see these. So I think it was 7th edition that came to Modern Border, but I'm not 100% sure about that. And in reality, I don't really care that much. But any card you see that has the classic border, like this guy, like Basking Rootwall here, is outlawed in Modern. So you can't play it. But any card that has the new border, like this, Basking Rootwall is green. Do I have any green Modern Border cards? I'll go to Innistrad. Any card with the new border, Gas Death Shepherd's a bad one, with the new border is legal in Modern. So you play all these cards in Modern. Modern is interesting. Like its partner Legacy, which I'll get to in a minute, one of the biggest barriers to Modern is what we call a Shockland. Menu, Community, Marketplace, Classifieds. See if I can find us some hallowed fountains here. So let's go. All right. So this is a bot. The way that Magic Online trading works is you talk to bots. I'm just trying to find some of the particular cards I'm looking for. This bot said it had some other things. Okay, this is apparently not a bot. Buying bot. Alright, so, I'm pretty bad. Anyway, there were what we called dual lands. I don't really have any good examples of dual lands, do I? The closest arrow dual land I would have would be M13, which is right there. So yeah, this guy is what we call a dual land. It makes 2 colors of land. But in Modern, the dual land doesn't say land right here. It says mountain forest. And why that's important is you can use what's called a fetch land. I sell all my cards, so I don't think I have any fetch to pull them out. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked. The lands in Modern and Legacy are the most expensive part of your deck generally, with a few exceptions. There are cards like Tarmogoyf, Bob, that are going to be more expensive than your land base. So Modern is what we call one of the Eternal formats, one of the 2 Eternal formats. And like I said, Modern, it's all about the card border and reading the banned and restricted list. So the next format I'll talk about is called Legacy. And the ban cards in Legacy is actually not as big as I expected it to be. It's about twice the size of the ban list for Modern, and that means everything else is legal. So pretty much every card in Magic is legal except for 40 or 45. And the ones that aren't banned are things that are really, generally speaking, for the most part, totally broken. The easiest card to look at to see that's banned and why it's banned is a card like Ancestral Recall. 1 blue, draw 3 cards. It's banned in Legacy. Those are the 3 constructed formats. I'm not a huge fan of constructed myself. There is actually another format online that you can play called Pauper, which is really popular online, and it uses only commons. So it's sort of Pauper is sort of the miser's game. A lot of people like it because it doesn't cost them a lot of money to build a deck, and they can go and play Magic online, not really worry about it. I dislike Pauper because in Pauper, if you don't have an answer for Storm combo, your deck can't win. So there's that. That's really important. And yeah, if you don't like... I don't like Constructed, so I'm not going to sit here and sell you on why I don't like Constructed. There are a lot of reasons why I don't like Constructed, and a lot of them have to do with the cost. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So... now that we've covered the constructed formats, we can cover the formats that I like to play, which is Limited. Now, the great part about Limited is that Limited is a one-time cost. So, to play Draft, you need 3 booster packs and 2 event tickets, right? So, 1, 2, 3 packs, 2 event tickets. And then you can jump in a draft, you get to play all your matches, and... at the end of it, you can win prizes. One of the nice things about Magic Online is they have a prize pool for everything. All of the different things have prize pools. So there's 2 main types of limited tournaments. Oh man, there's Mirage Block Draft? Oh man, am I ever doing a Mirage Block Draft? Holy cow. That is amazing. Oh man, okay, I'm gonna record a Mirage Block Draft tonight. And there's Cube! Oh my god, there's Cube going on! Oh man, me and Grin gotta record Cube. That is freaking awesome! Okay, sorry. I got a little distracted. So there's 2 types of constructed. There's Draft, which I explained, it's a 3-pack game. And then there's what we call Sealed. Sealed, you open up 6 packs, so you have to buy 6 packs, and make a deck out of those 6 packs. It's really... I think Sealed is much more straightforward than drafting is, but some people don't. Some people think Sealed is more complicated, and that's fine. I mean, I like draft. But I find limited is a simpler format. For my opinion, it's like in limited, you win when you open really great cards. So those are the two. There's draft and sealed. In draft, basically what happens is you're sitting down at a table of 8 people, you open your pack up, you take a card, and you pass it along. If you watch my drafts and watch the draft portion, it's very straightforward to understand how draft works. There's a different in the way that prizing works. So what we have here is an M13 draft Swiss cube. Drafting Swiss means that you get to play 3 rounds no matter what. It doesn't matter if you lose, doesn't matter if you win, you get to play all 3 rounds. Then we have what's called a 4-3-2-2 tournament. This refers to prizing, and if you lose in a 4-3-2-2, you're out. Okay, it's single elimination. But the winner, the person who 3-0s, gets 4 packs of Magic. The person who loses, the first loser, the runner-up, the person who 2-1s, gets 3 packs, and then the 2 people who... 2 people won 2? The 2 people who won 2 get 2 packs each, and then the 2 people who 0-0 get nothing. Basically what it means is if you win your first round consistently, you'll always get 2 packs. So 4-3-2-2s are much easier to go what we call going infinite than Swiss is. Because Swiss, you'll only ever win 3 packs if you 3-0. You basically get a pack a win. So there's also what we call an 8-4. This means that the only people who get prizes are the person who won and the person who got second place. The person who won gets 8 packs. Mostly 8-4s are the most skilled Magic players that play Magic. So you'll run into professional Magic players. There's a chance if you drop into an 8-4 queue, you'll run into Conley Woods, to LSV, to like all the Channel Fireball guys, Tom Martell, to all the best Magic players in the world will play Magic Online, and you will probably run into them in 8-4s. So I don't play 8-4s. I'm not recommending. So I was just responding to a rules decision. I don't know why I do that. I just do. I can't help myself because I have such a crazy neck beard going on. Man, look at all the cube being played. I wondered when they bring cube back. That's so freaking awesome. They have Swiss for it too. Fuck, man, we're playing cube. Okay, I'm gonna be recording a cube draft as soon as I'm done with this video because that is just way too much fucking fun. What was I talking about? Prizing? Yeah, okay. So, when you come here in your Magic Online client and you double click an event, you'll have options for payment, okay? And you can have different entries, different entry options. So here, like, you can go out and trade for 2 tickets and then you get your, you get your entry, right? Same thing with 8-4s. The sealed ones, M13, draft. Where's M13 sealed? 4-pack sealed. Where's 6-pack sealed? Am I just stupid? Can I not? Why can't I see? M13 4 booster sealed. Well, maybe I'm not seeing it. 6-pack. Maybe they're not doing 6-pack sealed right now. Maybe the 6-pack sealed is gone because we have Cube and Mirage. Man, Mirage, that's so fucking cool. MVW. Man, do I ever want to play that? It's so old. That's the set. Essentially, one of the sets that I came into play. Yeah, they don't have. Well, that's a Phantom Sealed, but anyway. And you need a new player ticket. Jerk. Anyway, how much is Cube? 8 tickets? What? That's insane. Oh man. Anyway, sorry, I'm gushing. So the way in which the pricing and all that kind of stuff works is you go to a store, and generally speaking, what most people do is they just go to event tickets, and they go to the bottom. All right. And you just buy, the top, and they just go add to cart. Each event ticket is one, meaning it costs $1. This is USD. It means it costs you $1 a ticket, meaning that drafts are about $14 on average. When you win packs, you can use those packs in for future drafts. And so that is the first episode of Magic 101. I hope it wasn't too confusing. These videos are not really meant for people who've never played Magic before, so if that's what you're looking for, let me know, and I'll give you either a video response or something that helps to explain a little bit better. What am I trying to say here? That explains a little bit better where to go to get lessons on new Magic. So one of the things I'll say before I say goodbye and go jump into freaking amazing queues and stuff. Do I have any mythics in here? Okay. I have Tezzeret in DPA and a bunch of shit here, which is unimportant. This guy, I believe, is banned in Legacy. Tinker. Alright. One of the new things, Menyo, if you're watching this video, one of the new things you're going to have to experience that they added to Magic since 6th edition is what we call Planeswalkers. And they'll, you'll shit a brick when you first stare at them because some of them are really hard to understand. But the way a Planeswalker works, this is an aside because I said I do this as a video response. So the way a Planeswalker works is they have in the bottom corner, right here, that number in the bottom corner is what's called loyalty, and that's how much life a Planeswalker has. You may attack a Planeswalker directly and cast spells on a Planeswalker directly. So if you have a Lightning Bolt, you can kill Garruk Primal Hunter by Lightning Bolting him. It does 3 damage to him, he has 3 loyalty. All of a Planeswalker's abilities are sorcery speed, meaning you cannot use them as instant. But when you play a Planeswalker, you hold play priority, meaning you will always get to use your Planeswalker once. They can never kill him before you get to use him. I'm pretty sure. I think they can kill him with the loyalty on the stack, but I'm not 100% sure if they gain the loyalty. I don't know about that. So yeah, I'm pointing at my screen. So this is Garruk Primal Hunter. He's a new Planeswalker. He's allowed to play in Standard. His +1, which gives him 1 additional loyalty. So if you use his +1, his loyalty goes up by 1, meaning he has 4 life instead of 3 life. Planeswalkers are sort of a hybrid between a creature and a player. They're as close to a player as a card can get, like a core player, like you. So he can put a 3/3 beast token onto the battlefield basically for free, gating him loyalty. He can remove 3 loyalty to draw cards equal to the greatest power amongst creatures you control, which is really good. Okay, and then he has what's called his ultimate ability, or his big minus ability, which allows you to put a 6/6 green worm token onto the battlefield for each land you control. Usually, Planeswalkers minus big ability wins the game. Sometimes they don't. Also, you won't be used to Mythic Rare. It's a new rarity. It's just rarer than rare. It's really not important. So the way that walkers work, the way that walkers are intended to work is they're intended to be an immediate threat. Most Planeswalkers will immediately threaten the board when they land, and you have to answer them. So if you can imagine, it's sort of like playing a card that is, if you have like X-Poo X, the card has 20 loyalty, this guy's 3. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. There's better explanations for Planeswalkers for sure, but hopefully that clears things up. Hopefully my discussions about formats are not too confusing, but that is really the first thing you need to think about when you're thinking about getting into modern Magic, is which format do I want to play in and how much money do I want to invest in it. As a general rule, I would say if you don't want to spend $300, don't play Standard. If you don't want to spend $500 to $1,000, don't play Modern, and if you don't make it past the Modern order, you're not playing Legacy. Unless you have a collection established, you have the right cards, then it costs less. But I would say, generally as a rule, those are going to be the costs to get into that format. Because you have to experiment with decks, you have to buy up, like that. You have to build up your collection and do all of those kinds of things. So if you think about that in terms of comparing it to Limited looks like a great deal, right? Right. All right. So hopefully this answers some questions, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for Magic 101 when I cover. I think probably the next step for me will be covering how MTGO works, phase order, the stack, all of those kinds of things will probably be in the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.